Should have stretched first. Yo, Aces has already been summoned? I activate polymerization diffuse. 3 Aces Skull monsters with Obelisk the Tormentor. Diffusion summon Aces Skull Obelisk. Ossuary Tormentor. Attack 4,000, defense 4,000. Yo, Aces, you've been getting those gains. Actually, you're kind of all over the place, aren't you? What's going on, my man? Hello, subscribers and future subscribers. I'm KarmaJolt. This game is Dragon Warrior 2 for the Nintendo NES system. And Nicholas D, this is the part that I'm afraid of. Did my data actually save? Oh, baby, there it is. It looks like the cartridge works just fine. Welcome back, the goo. Of experience points, the goo needs 131 to reach the next level. Of experience points, Esgar, my son, needs 30 to reach the next level. Yo, let's level that guy up, Mr. Nightshade. How many lives you do on a day? 3? Usually 2. On days where I can go live at all. Rasta, Mr. Nightshade, Freg, Aces. Welcome, everyone. I'm glad you're here. I am gonna level up this guy whose name is Esgar. Not quite the same as Edgar, which is the name of the character in Final Fantasy III, whom we named the Goo. Oh my gosh. What a weird coincidence. Nick DeFrenchie, welcome. Why are you giving me a sad face in the chat? Alongside Dooz Mortark, your doom is near. Aces, I know you're just joking around, but like, we kind of had to ban a guy who was like constantly threatening me. So, you get 1. Frank Hines, what's going on? Hey, so I want to get some equipment for my friend Esgar. I'm gonna do this lottery ticket trick one more time. Do I have room in my inventory? This guy certainly does. I'm gonna sell that club. Okay, my bad. Hey, Aces, I appreciate you. Scott R. With a good time? No, with violence. I thank thee. Art thou gonna sell more? No. You can walk above mountains? Mr. Nightshade, the hills, yes, but the mountains, no. Spency Cat, welcome. I'm gonna do that same trick that I did before to get money from this shopkeeper. So, basically the trick works like this. You see now that I have 323 gold. Every time you buy an item from this shopkeeper, there is a 1 in 6 chance that he will reward your patronage with a lottery ticket. What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna buy a bunch of antidote herbs, then sell back the antidote herbs and any lottery tickets that I might win to this shopkeeper. I didn't get a ticket this time, but the antidote herbs sell for 6 gold. I buy them for 8, sell them for 6. So if I don't get a lottery ticket, I'm only losing 2 gold. But if I do get a lottery ticket, it sells for an additional 53 gold. So that free item that you get is actually worth a lot. So basically, I'm just gonna buy a bunch of antidote herbs, then sell back any antidote herbs and lottery tickets. Just sell them right back to the shopkeeper. And that's a pretty reliable way to gain gold. But it's hard to... cheating is right, Rogue Effect. It's hard to tell you what I'm doing while trying to read the text. So, let's buy some antidote herbs. And again, anytime you buy anything from this guy, there's a 1 in 6 chance you get a lottery ticket. I don't know, I'm not getting the luck right now. If you get really bad luck, you'll lose money on this trick, but you need to get like, I don't know, 20 or something in a row. Probably 23 in a row. Without getting a lottery ticket. And I'm pretty sure the deal lasts for the entire game. Like, he never stops giving lottery tickets. But I didn't get any luck twice in a row, which is unusual, but not for me. Skill issue, get good. Yeah, Nicholas D? I just need to hit the dice rolls, you know? Alright, let's sell these again. I just didn't get a lottery ticket. Of course, it could be that, like, maybe you can't get a lottery ticket if you have more than one party member, but, like, I don't think that's a thing. There might be some rule that I don't know about. Yeah, there we go. With my compliments, here is an extra lottery ticket. Okay, so I bought an antidote herb there, and I got the 1 in 6 chance of getting a lottery ticket. It took me a while, but I finally got the luck. And we only got one, that's fine though. I'm gonna sell all those right back to him. And you'll see that the lottery ticket sells for 53 gold. So, if I sell back all these antidote herbs as well, then you'll see that we have made money on the deal. Not like a whole lot, because I got pretty unlucky there with the odds. But even with getting pretty bad luck, I still made a profit. Without having to, like, fight any monsters, Cameron Rice. What are the prizes? Oh, for the lottery ticket, you can get some decent stuff, like a magic wand. I don't really remember what else. I think you can also get a golden card, which, like, gives you discounts at shops for pretty much the remainder of the game. Damn, I'm getting pretty bad luck here. There we go. I just have to keep complaining about my luck, and then I'll get the lottery ticket. So yeah, let's sell all this back. So to summarize, just buy antidote herbs for 8 gold. Sell them back for 6 gold. If you also happen to get a lottery ticket, which is a 1 in 6 chance anytime you buy an item from the shop, you can also sell the lottery tickets for 53 gold. So if you have like 50 bucks and just do this strategy, you can pretty reliably turn that $50 into 600 gold if you just sit down for like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes. And now look at this. Just after like maybe 2 or 3 minutes, I have 383 gold. And that's with not great luck there. Kira H. I'm a monster with a magic wand. Kira H? I know that about you. What are you, Foldo, the wizard? Sometimes I think, is KJ streaming? And then you're streaming. Yo, Wahoo Luigi? Sometimes I think, is Wahoo Luigi gonna show up? And then you're like, Hadouken. Gosh dang it. This guy, okay, he tried to avoid some commerce there. I think I can buy a chain sickle. Oh wait, we can get a chain mail from here. That's like one of those letters that you get that's like, send this to 5 more people. Michael, what's going on? Karma breaks the economy. Let's buy a leather shield for Esgar, which is close to Edgar. And Edgar is the character in Final Fantasy III with the tools, but we named him The Goo when we played FF3. Cool, 4 more defense. Let's go fight some slugs. Are those the Daddy Jolt glasses, Karma? No, Freg, but close. They're a similar color, but a little pinker. Chainmail had its charm. You mean it's KarmaJolt, Rogue Effect? I don't have to go to work tomorrow. Party, yo. Cameron Rice? Where don't you work tomorrow? I'm a little drinker, says Kira H. Tell me about that. How many party members can you have? Mr. Nightshade, you get 3 in this game. In the next game, you can have 4. Howdy, but I got to Season 2 of Sonic X. Lord Toast, I think maybe Jackie J watched that show. You mean Sonic the Hedgehog, right? I miss New Orleans, says Kira H. Oh my god. Me too. I was just talking with Dustin Bonk that we should go. Walmart, working for Walmart tomorrow. You mean not working tomorrow? Vapor Snake! Welcome, Elvis Press Play! You really get more like 2.5 characters. Vapor Snake, what makes you say that? Hey, howdy, neighbors. Yo, Michael with the Cool 5 Canadian saying, Karma, are you using an actual NES cartridge? I'm glad you asked. Michael, because I am, as a matter of fact, using an NES cartridge, using this machine, which is called the AVS, and I have a pair of glasses on it. But this is my Dragon Warrior 2 cart, and I'm using a machine called the AVS. It's not an actual Nintendo NES system, but it's a machine made by a company called Retro USB, who apparently just closed, like, this month or last month, unfortunately. But it's a really good little machine that plays Nintendo games very faithfully. Very much like the original. Hey, everyone put the M's in the chat for Michael. And like it says, if we get any donations, which we already have, I'm doing some shoulder shrugs today because I'm trying to get like these developed, whatever that is, the trapezius. So 5 Canadian is like probably, let's say that's 9 shoulder shrugs. I don't know. Dark Zoma. How much longer until you turn Hargon to be gone? Oh, this game is pretty long, so... Deltoids? You might be right, Nick DeFrenchie. I got a pedal machine for Christmas. Elvis Press Play. Is that like a sit-down, not like an exercise bike, but, kinda like a walking pad, maybe? Tell us about it. Yeah, put those M's. You're close to getting the princess? Sort of. Speaking of pedaling, let's buy some wares from this guy. Nothing wrong with actually having an antidote herb that I don't sell back to him, and then let's buy a medical herb just in case. And then let's save up for... I think he can equip a chain sickle. Nah, let's get the better armor. Let's get the expensive thing. Yeah, it's just the pedals and a base. Yeah, okay, so I can sit in the chair and just pedal while I game. That's awesome. I love that, turning like a passive activity into an active one. The goo attacked. Can you do the parry fight trick in this game? So I'm pretty sure this game is like Final Fantasy in that if you double or triple up on commands or attacks against a specific enemy, like for example, if I have both characters attack this Drakey, and let's say like the goo kills him, then Esgar's attack will be ineffective, and he will do nothing that turn, essentially. He does not retarget. They forgot the background. Yeah, in this game, there's no environment to see when you're in a battle, unlike in Dragon Warrior 1. There's just a black background. Wit and courage have served thee well, for Esgar has been promoted to the next level. Power increases by 2, Draco's ever bright. Reaction speed by 2, HP by 1, MP by 4, and Esgar learned 1 new spell. This is Dragon Warrior 2, Draco's Everbright. I'm loving it. I actually pulled out a mountain bike in GTA and took it up and down a mountain. Heck yeah. Quick Guns, Dragons is right. What spell did I learn? Ooh, I learned Fire Bale. Actually a pretty powerful spell, because it hits a group of enemies. No, just one? Maybe I'm wrong? Cross streams, what's going on? It definitely does in the next game. It definitely hits a group. Alright, let's attack Big Slug with Fire Bale. Yeah, I guess it only hits a single target in this game. That's okay. It's still pretty good. Magic, I want to say Magic is generally underpowered in the Dragon Quest games. Like in the whole series. Because often it can just miss. But that guy knows Fire Bale and Heal. So many Dragon Warriors in chat, yeah. Rogue effects? It's really dragging me down. Ooh, I got a treasure chest. With a medical herb inside it. Sometimes you can find a lottery ticket in the chests. Just spent tons of times grinding slimes early on. Yeah, cross streams? I did kind of like a money exploit at the shop. To get money, like, really easy. So the first thing that I did was I came to Leftwin and bought a chain sickle. Music's so nostalgic. Uh-huh. Fireball may be Mera on Japanese. Yo, we have a 4-day weekend. Oakley, why is that? What's coming up? Love this overworld music, says Patsk. Hey, welcome. Give me 1 second. Yo, Nicholas D with a cool 20 Swedish krona saying, stop exploiting my money. Nicholas D, if I could turn your 20 Swedish krona into like 50 Swedish krona, you wouldn't want me to do that? If I could just, like, do it, you know? Hey, everyone put the D in the chat. Let's add 4 to the to-go counter. I certainly appreciate DQ1 for its historical value, but also the grind feels so bad at stages. For me, the worst of it was grinding for the cash for the silver shield. Yeah, faulty videos, I remember that. What do I want to say to that? You know... Maybe I'm biased here, because, like, anytime I'm playing a game and, like, grinding out levels, I have a bunch of people in the chat to talk to while I'm grinding. So it doesn't... It's not that bad for me. Like, I have company. Sick trick, bro, says Nicholas D with the cool 50 Swedish krona. Oh my gosh, he doubled it. Yeah, everyone put the double D in the chat. That's right, Rogue Effect, like it's Ed, and Eddie. Alright, okay, let's add 10 to go, as a matter of fact. Yo, 23 done and 23 to go? That's Jordan's number, if there were 2 of him. Ethereal Enigma, welcome. Stephen H., how are you? Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know what to do next. I think I just generally go to the west. Yo, we got a club from the Draki there? Or is it Drakey? I always said Drakey, but people, like, corrected me, and they were like, it's Draki? How do you know? Do they say it out loud at any point? Anyway, finding a club for free, especially if you don't have a better weapon, is pretty darn good, but it sells for 45. Let's stay at the inn. I actually haven't checked my HP in a while. No, we're fine. Drakeula. Rogue Effect? I still don't know which one. Are y'all ready for Zelda turning 40 this year, Frag? Yeah. Is it me, or was Dragon Warrior music deeper and faster? I'm gonna refrain from making a joke. What do you mean by that? Like in the original game? Where I live, I don't work on Friday, and Monday is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, so 4 days of freedom. I guess I didn't realize that. Yo, we got another club! And a level up! I remember when we ruined Karma's childhood by talking about the composer. Oh, yeah. Kind of a shame, Nicholas D. That the composer for the music of the Dragon Quest series, Koichi Sugiyama, was like a Holocaust denier? And just like generally a bad person. Anyway, Esgar leveled up. Power increased by 1, reaction speed by 2. We should level up too. Let's do it. Let's do these 23 shoulder shrugs, everybody. I am going to level up as well. Tilt that camera. Grab them weights. Shake them dreads. All right, so let's do some shoulder shrugs, everybody. We got 23 to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, hey, one more, for luck, as Princess Leia would say. Leia? Oddly Noah. Maximum HP by 3. Uematsu is better. Nick the Frenchie, you're right. I like Koji Kondo's music. Yeah, he did Zelda and Mario. Right? Did he do both of those? Pats, what are we talking about? So he deserves to be dead for an opinion. Yeah, like I said, not even MLK could help us now. Who are you talking about? Who said anything about violence? Who said anything about violence? Anyway, let's fight these dudes. Composer of DQ. I did. Yeah, no, I don't think Nazism is an opinion. I mean... I did, you can ban me. No, you're right. Alright, we got some extra gold from that treasure chest there. They're saying they're happy the composer of the music is dead because he held an opinion that isn't allowed. That is disappointingly reductive, Pats, to say that, like, being a Nazi is an opinion. No, the man was like... I mean, he was like a hateful human being, you know? Yeah, no, if your opinion is that, like, a certain type of people shouldn't exist, then, like... go play in traffic, you know what I mean? That's not an opinion, that's hate. I live in Minneapolis, not here for Nazi apologism. Yeah, Misha plays, for sure. Agree. It's also hate to say you're glad someone is dead. Yeah, that's not the same thing, Patsk. Like, if at any point he had reformed, I would have been like, alright, good for him. But he didn't. Yeah, I like, I think actively wishing death on someone is a little crazy, but I feel like in this case it's very heavily outweighed by the fact that the person in question is a Nazi. Yeah, and if, you know, and those people think that certain people should die. And it's like, okay, well, I think if you're gonna be violent like that, you should die, you know? Like, that's not equivalent. People are like, oh, those two people, you're just as bad as him. No, I'm not. Because I was gonna let everybody in the world exist until they started killing people. And, like, that opinion just happened to start, like, a world war. You know what I mean? I don't wish death upon anyone, but there are some deaths I won't be upset about when they happen. Yeah, Elvis. Like, if you're gonna spend your entire life, like, taking away happiness and joy in the world, then, like, bye. We shouldn't reduce ourselves to the means of those who wish ill on the world. Says Cross Streams. What do you mean by that? I want healthcare and housing for you regardless of what you want for me. Bill Mozart, like, that's what I've been voting for, you know? Yo, the Goo got promoted. Power increased by 9? What a beast. Speed by 3, HP by 1. Damn, okay. I feel sorry for this ghost mouse. He's gonna get whacked. 17 damage there. I'll punch a Yahtzee. Yeah, Cupid Punch? I have done that, actually. Yeah, that's another thing. Being glad that someone died has caused way fewer deaths than Nazism has. Yeah, at least that's what I was taught in school, for sure. Karma-based. Thanks, Pink Penguin. Based in butter? Yes, Nicholas D. I'm not sorry, says Nick the Frenchie. Yeah, no, I don't think you have to be. Nazis can get the F out of my channel. And anyone who defends them. Please. No, that's me. I'm based in butter. Based. Bill Mozart? Turns out. Bill Mozart? I think you should stick around. The paradox of tolerance. Yeah, if a society extends tolerance to those who are intolerant, it risks enabling the eventual dominance of intolerance. Yes, Cupid Punch. And that's been studied for so long. There are so many examples of that in history. Yeah, Nick the Frenchie, you're right. Alright, Esgar leveled up again. Speed and HP and MP. Well, try, but you know all the butter makes me slippery. Alright. Oh yeah, how much money do we have? 607. I could buy the chain armor. I don't know how necessary that is. Gosh dang it. This guy likes to sidestep me when I'm about to give him money. Oh, I can't hold any more things. Tiny Cat also sneezed. Bro, come back. Okay. Yeah, let's buy the chainmail. I don't condone what happened to Charlie Kirk, but Charlie Kirk would condone what happened to Charlie Kirk. Oh my god. It's crazy how many people treated him like a saint when, like, his literal reaction to school shootings and children dying was like, it's just necessary. It's necessary for that to happen if we're gonna have the Second Amendment. Is it? Okay, now I have an extra leather armor that I will never need, so let's sell that. Should be good to go, yeah. $113 for that, huh? That's not so bad. Alright, let's stay at the inn, then go save the game, and then go to the West. All he wanted was to talk. Yeah, Nicholas D. Did you hear the way he talked about Muslims, or Haitians, or black people, or Mexicans? Holy cow. He didn't even do the thing where he was subtly racist. Like, he didn't even do the thing that Trump does, where when he talks about these groups, he leaves, like, some sort of plausible deniability, so, like, an idiot out there could possibly be like, oh yeah, he didn't mean it to be racist. Like, he didn't do that, even. But it's crazy to hear, like, post-mortem, people who were like, he loved everyone equally. No, he didn't. Ice barely has enough brain cells to rub together to manage to speak. Yeah, Straw Hat Brian. But they got guns. Oh, no, he was bad. Yeah, Draco's Everbright. Yeah, when Charlie Kirk talked about... Well, let me give you one example. Whenever he used the word Muslims, he always preceded it with stupid effing. I'm censoring it. But he didn't. Like, pretty much any time I heard him speak and he mentioned Muslims. Not to mention, he also made up lies about Haitian immigrants. Remember that? When, like, Trump and J.D. Vance were falsely claiming that Haitians were, like, eating people's pets? And there was zero evidence to support that? Charlie Kirk spread those lies, too. He also thought the Civil Rights Act was a bad choice. Yeah, Shamalama Ding Dong. I'm glad we have, like, smart people in the chat. I have to admit, this is not the discourse I expected in a Karma stream. Cross streams? I wish I didn't have to talk about this. But it's become such a... It's become too tolerated. People are too okay with, like... yeah, you know, there's, like, an entire political party that, like, wants to get rid of dark-skinned people, and that's okay. What? No, it's not! Peyton Quinn, welcome. Let's go west. I think there's just like a cave over here where I can find a key, I'm pretty sure. What? Huh? Oh, Peyton Quinn. Just talking about the state of the world today. Oh yeah, let's go check out what that thing is down on the lower left. Also not a Christian, but if I were, I'd be sickened by the church his funeral was held in with DraftKings ads? Wait, faulty videos. I didn't hear about that. Wanna know what sucks? We sent weapons to protect Greenland. Next step is me getting drafted and not making it back to my kids, all because an evil megalomaniac. Nicholas D. It's scary. Okay, so I think here... Hast thy travels taken thee to the monolith south of Middenhall? Oh, let's go there. Please say nothing of this. My brother must be there now. Will thou not go to him? Please go through. Please go through. Oh, I don't know if I want to go this way yet. Yeah, faulty videos, it's weird. He's not lying. They had DraftKings banners and stuff at his funeral venue. I mean, I believed him. It's still kind of blows my mind. Anyway, done with the serious stuff. Nick the Frenchie? Yeah, time for some exercise. Actually, let's go all the way back to Middenhall and then go south. Yeah, no, I wish we didn't have to talk about all this, but, like, if we don't, then the people in power just continue abusing their power. My pronouns are she, her, just want to clarify. Oh, faulty videos. I actually didn't know that. That's one evil clown. Megaharv? There is an evil clown in this game. Welcome, and it's not just you. YouTube tells me that over 91% of my viewers identify as male. So if your name doesn't imply any sort of sex or gender, and you don't have, like, a profile picture that, you know, looks otherwise, I usually just assume you're a dude. Plus, a lot of people my age growing up, you know, when I had games like this when I was a kid, for some reason, like, girls were discouraged from playing video games. Meaning I'm more likely to have men show up and watch my streams. 39-year-old male. Yeah, Bill Mozart, same in 4 months. Trump acts like Kefka too. Boastful, wants power, would poison a river to get rid of Democrats. I believe it. Have we heard these interviews with one of Trump's victims named Sasha Riley, I think is this guy's name? Who basically, like, was interviewed about, like, what he experienced while being trafficked by Trump and Epstein. And this guy is talking about how, it's worse than you thought. Like, not only were they, like, trafficking kids, but they were, like, murdering them, too. For fun. These interviews are super brutal, so, like, don't listen to them if you can't stomach it. Whoa, nobody was trafficked by Trump. What do you mean, Draco Plays? There's, like, a lot of evidence to show that, that was, like, the point of his, like, teenage beauty pageant. Yeah, Luke D, like, it's hard to listen to. Listen to the first one and started the second. I probably heard like 15 minutes of it and I was like, I gotta stop. Genesis Dawn says, I partially believe the elite drinking children's blood for youthful effects. Huh. Elon Musk is presently still actively poisoning Memphis, Tennessee. Yeah, insane. Insane that, like these big factories and these like AI data centers as well are just like causing new types of cancer in poor communities, you know, and like people have to like just up and leave these towns because the pollution is literally killing them. And our current administration is like, you're not allowed to regulate that. We made a law about it. No regulations on it. You can't do that. Anyway, this guy knows about keys and doors. Of keys and doors, I know this. There are silver keys and golden keys, and doors to match them each. Seek thee first the silver key, for this is what I teach. That kind of rhymed. That key is in the cave of the lake west of Cannock's walls. Okay. So that's what I thought I was looking for, was a cave near a lake. But go only with a friend inside. Weird phrasing. Or there thou shalt surely fall. EJ George, what's going on? Catching 2 streams on the same day. Nice. Hey, welcome back. And I cannot open a door unless I have the key for it. Gotta bounce. Stay great, Karma. Yo, cross streams? Appreciate you. Wild mice. Selena, what's going on? Mixing says, KarmaJolt, you're such a legend, bro. W streams. Hey, appreciate you. How do I pronounce your name? Now, Karma, glasses change. Anything. Yo, aces? You got it. Random. Oops. Oh, wait. These are kind of fun. Just because of how blocky they are. Mango. Oh, I see. MXNG000 says Mango. Man, these had a lot of fingerprints on them. Takes a special kind of evil to think these dozens of women are all trying to game the system, says Straw Hat Brian. Sorry, I mentally moved on. What are we talking about still? The people who were trafficked by Trump and Epstein. Oh yeah, and then at some point we go up that way, I think. Yeah, love those. Bill Mozart, I think you'll love them more if I can find a microfiber cloth, which I'm pretty sure I like stuffed in here. Or maybe it fell down on the floor. I'll find it later. I know it's close by. Hey, Shamalama Dingleberry, it's my stream. So I talk about what I want to talk about. Let's move on from the political stuff. Brings the temp of the room down. That said, I would like to play this game, so... Hey, okay. Look, you're good. I like you. My bad. It felt cathartic to talk about. Yeah, sometimes, Nicholas C., like, sometimes I gotta get these things off my chest. Just seemed like you were over the discussion. I do want to play this game. Yeah. I just don't want... How do I say this? I do want to reassert that it's my stream, and I get to talk about what I want. And I'm not gonna back down from my opinions, you know? Should remakes contain the OG version as well, especially these days? Luke D, I'm glad that the Tactics remake includes OG Tactics. Old school Dragon Quests were brutal. Do you feel like you have to farm a bit to best the next area / boss? Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of grinding in this game. But that said, I mean, I don't mind it. Again, because usually when I grind, I have, right now, 30 concurrent viewers to talk to. It's my hot body. I do what I want. Wahoo Luigi? That's a good way to put it. Not talking about these things is how we end up with these things. Yeah, exactly. Grinding? Nah, just selling lottery tickets. Final Fantasy Collection allows you to switch the music tracks from new to the old, and then back again. Yeah, Elvis. What else did that? The Super Mario RPG remake did that as well, and I thought that was neat. Yo, Nick DeFrenchie with the cool €5. It's my fault I almost got my phone robbed this evening, and I was angry and craving violence for that. It evolved into politics. Oh, wait, yeah, so Nick DeFrenchie, what happened? Someone said something like that, and I wasn't sure what we were talking about. If you don't want to talk about it, that's fine. But hey, everyone put a croissant in the chat for Nick DeFrenchie. Let's add 12 to the to-go counter, because €5 is more like $6. And then we're doing double reps, so I doubled it. Croissant. Remakes should absolutely include the originals. I feel like that's a bare minimum. We just need more older games to be ported to newer platforms. Yeah, especially if, like, you know, companies like Nintendo are cracking down on emulation. And it's like, how are we supposed to play these old games that we love if, like, the only way to do it is to have the original hardware? And there's no, you know, there's no port to a newer system. There's no collection of old games that includes some of the ones that we want. Whoa, hey Tiny Cat, you alright? He like bumped into the chair as he jumped up. What you doing, buddy? Took me a few minutes to find Le Croissant. Might be stale. I'll still eat him, Shamalama Dingleberry. Excuse me. Love chiptune music. Some of it so much. I learned it on guitar. Bill Mozart. I love when newer games have 8-bit soundtracks. Oh my gosh, the Astalon Tears of the Earth soundtrack went so hard. And the old hardware is dying with nobody who understands it anymore. Yeah, that's a good point. Does it save your file still? Yeah, Michael, so apparently my cartridge is still working just fine. 50 experience to get to the next level? He'll get it on the way. Let's continue thy quests. Microwave a stale croissant, and it's not so bad. Yeah, that can help, Luke D. Alright, let's go to the West. Yeah, stale, that's what I thought you meant. 3 Drakeys. What do you think the collective noun for Drakeys is? A delta of Drakeys. A gaggle of Drakeys. Chrono Trigger theme song is the hardest old school RPG song. I get pumped when I hear it. You mean like on the title screen? A crash of Drakeys. I love that you said that, Nicholas D. Yeah, apparently the collective noun for a group of rhinoceri is a crash. Probably flock. Nah, rogue effect. It's gotta be something cooler. What about a group of babbles? The goo of babbles. A gaggle of slimes. Chrono Trigger has S-tier soundtrack. Yeah, honestly, like, soundtrack can make or break a game real easy, I feel like. I will prioritize fighting the enemies that can poison me. Big old fireball to the snake. Snake. Big rat. A maverick of Drakeys. Drakeys? Yeah, all the Mega Man games had good soundtracks. Esgar leveled up. Ooh, he learned a new spell. A bloom of slimes. Alex B, I like that for some reason. Let's see what the spell was. Antidote. Alright. I hope I'm going the right way. I'm gonna fireball this Cobra. Just because I feel like Esgar can't one-shot with an attack. Yeah. Forgot I'm a member, says Wahoo Luigi. Hell yeah. Okay, so now it's getting to the point where I'm getting like 25 bucks per battle. So now I feel like it's actually more efficient for me just to fight enemies than to try to do the lottery ticket trick if I want to gain gold. Maybe not quite. I could probably get gold faster with the lottery tickets. That's what I'm looking for, up there. Yo, Nick DeFrenchie with the cool €5 saying, it's okay, the thief was a weakling and couldn't beat my grip. All this training paid off, heck yeah. That's why you hit the gym, baby. Yo, everyone put the arm in the chat for Nick DeFrenchie. A monsoon of slugs, that's it. EJ George. Hey, appreciate you, Nick DeFrenchie. Let's add, like 11. So that we have yet another 23 in the to-go. Arr is right, Michael. Mega Harv. Yo, Harv. Anytime I'm watching a YouTube video and it ends, and then YouTube, like, just picks the next video, it will always bring me to one of your members-only videos. So I am quite familiar with what games you have in your Super Nintendo and NES collection. Or at least, you know, whenever you made that video. So let's use an antidote on Esgar, who is Poe right now. He's just a Poe boy. Yo, speaking of members, Shamalama Dingleberry 7203 became a channel member. Welcome to the Hey You, I Like You tier. And Nicholas D has been a member for 19 months, saying, you know, I was gonna say something witty, but F it. Love you, man. Yo, Nicholas D, I love you too. Even if I accidentally banned you at one point. Yo, everyone put the D's and a bell and a berry in the chat for my channel members. And put the members-only emojis if you got them. Yo, look at this. We gotta add 12 to the to-go counter. Shamalama. Or put the llamas. Man, there's a lot that you could put in the chat for Shamalama Dingleberry. Alright, let's use this medical herb and go into this cave, which can be a pain in the ass. But I think this cave has a Wing of the Wyvern in it somewhere. So we won't have to, like, walk all the way back. There's a medical herb. Oh, it's Harv. That's right. Oh, it's Big Rat. I got banned by Mitch Flower Power one time for talking about my Nintendo Core YouTube shorts too much. Bill Mozart? Yeah, I ban you for that. How much is too much? Alright, so I'm realizing now that Big Rat is much bigger than Wild Mouse. And, not even the goo can reliably one-shot? Is that what I just saw? Alright, so there I guarded, and it actually saved me 2 HP or something. Wow, classic DQ2, love it, says Dungeons Crew. Or is it Dungeon Screw? Welcome! Damn, I'm getting a little bit whooped here. But I can finally use I haven't used the heal spell once. I think it costs 3 MP. Yeah, looks like it. Ghost mice and 1 big rat. Actually, let's try this. Let's do fireball on the big rat and then have the goo fight the ghost mice. Alright, that one-shots. He's low on MP is the problem, though. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, like, spells in this game are pretty underpowered. Because quite often, they will just straight up miss or do nothing. Magic Ant. That guy, that's from Earthbound. And you just don't get a ton of MP. Indeed, I always put the seat down on the toilet for those who come after. Nicholas D, I close the lid so my cats don't get in it. They don't hop in it. Not that they have a propensity for that, but sometimes Pippin will get curious. Alright, so I can one-shot the big rat. Not reliably. Magic Ant trying new roles. Gotta get that money. Yeah, yeah. A man of many jobs. An ant of many professions. A jack of some trades. I don't think these magic ants can use magic. Which is comical. Alright, we leveling up, everybody. You know what that means. Let's do 35 shoulder shrugs. Because I knocked my sunglasses off. And the goo has been promoted to the next level. Power increases by 1? What a beast. Alright, we're doing 35. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Alright. I think I saw a Guy James in the chat. Welcome. And Alex B, is that you who has been a member for 7 months? Hey, appreciate you. Hold on, let me read the thingy. After I have some water. I think you would like Splintered. It's a really good Dragon Warrior clone that is a randomizer. I have never heard of that, Alex B. That sounds cool. But hey, thank you so much for the 7 months of support. Does YouTube hate the word Steam? Well, why do you ask? I have not experienced that yet. Oh wait, it's this. If you're only able to play DQ, one DQ, DQ8 is a great pick. That's a good one, yeah. Wouldn't let me send that message until I deleted Steam, really? And it had nothing to do with like a character limit? No, it didn't look like you had a very long message. That's weird. I'm just gonna fight the big cobras. I think I want to use Esgar's remaining 6 MP for healing, and we do have some antidote herbs. Dang. Getting chipped away. Alright, I found some stairs, which I hate, but it's probably a good sign. Also, I think when you enter into a room like I just did, you are quite likely to get into an encounter. It's like the equivalent of taking like 4 to 8 more steps. Also, I love that these magicians only have 4 fingers. On that hand, anyway. Ooh, treasure chests. I got a bamboo stick? That's a weapon that's, like, worse than anything I can buy. So that's pretty funny, actually. These magicians strike peculiar poses. No, Nick the Frenchie, they're just like, halt. Or they're like 4. I don't know. That was the one time that I put up the right number of fingers. Also, heard good things about 10 from the single friend I have. Your friend is single? Who has played it since it's a Japan exclusive MMO that originally released for the Wii. 4 fingers. Simpsons magician, yeah. Not Disney, though, or else it would have a glove on that hand, right? I have the discontinued version of DQ11 on Steam. Wait, why was it discontinued? Alex B, I actually don't know about this. I kinda want to be cautious here and heal. Even though that's not the most efficient heal. Having 26 HP on him makes me nervous. I wonder if he can two-shot. Shoot. Technically got punished for it, even if that wasn't a terrible play. Presumably to replace it with the definitive edition that originally released for Switch. Interesting. Two-shot, Nicholas D? Calm down. No, I've been drinking a lot lately, so I want to dial it back. Anyway, we leveled up. Time to do a shot. Gee, I hope I have more antidote herbs. I got one. Hopefully this is something good. I got the medical herb. Okay, like, those are fine. In fact, why don't I use one of those? I ordered the Definitive Edition port. Alright, I got an antidote herb. I'll probably need that. Great encounter rate there. Shoot, I kind of have to do that. Because that guy hits hard with, whatever fireball spell he uses. Don't double up, you idiot. The goo, not very smart. Yo, Esgar with a crit when it was absolutely unnecessary. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, I have to flirt with someone. Hilmanshini Jigoku says, "Hi, KarmaJolt. Hey, welcome. Hope I got your name right. I've been playing Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga on the GBA. I've been thinking about starting one of those games. There's like a lot of stuff on the GBA that I want to get to. Shamalama. Might just shorten your name to Llama. Oh good, I got a Wing of the Wyvern. And 31 bucks. Those, I think both of those chests will respawn if I leave the dungeon and come back. Not that I'll ever need that. But it is useful for when you use that code that gets rid of enemy encounters, which I'll show off at some point. Sears! Minus $100. Uh-oh, you're talking about poker? Well, that was an early and bad poker night. Oh, no! Poker night? Hardly newer night. I don't know. Sears, I'm sorry to hears that. Wait, you're playing DQ2? What a coincidence. I just started Mario RPG. EJ George. So earlier we were saying stuff like that. I think Nick the Frenchie was like, what a coincidence. I just started playing Final Fantasy IX. And someone else was like, what a coincidence. I just started playing some other completely unrelated game. Oh, I just realized Esgard is low on HP. I should have been looking. Yo, Dagger with a cool $2.69. Saying, for Sears, heart A. Appreciate you. Oh, this is bad. Esgard stood the guard. It's Esgar. Hey, everyone put the Dagger in the chat. For Dagger. Thank you so much. And we're doing double reps. I know this one by heart. It's 538. That's how much 269 is times 2. Appreciate you. Put a Dagger in the chat. Oh my gosh, and put a puppy in the chat too for Joseph Neal, the Lillipup. Oof, I'm always late. Look, better late than on fire. Hey, thank you so much for being a member for 10 months. Dang, dude. Appreciate you. BLB, though. I must lurge. Dagger? You're a homie. Alright, we're like almost out of resources here. Centipod. Oh. This is where I wish I still had MP. Actually, the goo can hit him for like almost half his HP there. Yeah, maybe a little more. But I think if Esgar attacks, he does 1 damage. Fireball will kill that thing. Ooh, look at this, everybody. There the goo discovered the silver key. Let's get out. Joseph Neal with a cool 2 British pounds saying, take my money, hey. Everyone put a kilogram in the chat for those 2 British pounds. Appreciate you. That's probably like, in terms of USD, it's probably like 250, 220. Let's just add 5 to the to-go counter. How about that? If I'm doubling. Hey, thank you so much, Joseph Neal. This battle against the army ants isn't that bad, because, like, even when they attack, they don't do a ton of damage, do they? But often they just try to call for help, which doesn't have, like, a great chance of succeeding. It's $3.60, according to Google right now. Oh my gosh, so that should have been more like 7 reps. Thank you for the info, Llama. I thought it was Mother 1 for a moment. Jill of Trades, there is an enemy named Magic Ant. So we did just talk about Earthbound for a second. I haven't played Mother 1 since I was in, like, 7th grade. Around then, anyway. Great RNG there for a second. I'm gonna have this guy parry, actually. Good. Good. Ooh, baby, we crit for 48. So they seem to want to pick on Esgar. I wonder if that's random. I haven't played Mother 1 full stop. Sears? How many stop? I mean, how much, what percentage of stop? What am I saying? They had to do black backgrounds for the fight so the enemy sprites could have extra colors. Yeah, Elvis. Okay, I thought I remembered something about that. Brain Ripper, what's going on? Anyone play Lufia 2? Yo, Llama, Lexi Wolf has been trying to get me to play that. That's another game that I haven't played since I was in middle school. Where Alundra at? Full, says Sears? Yo, Deep Ray G, decided to take a break from it tonight. Because it's too good. It's a little too good. Alright, so we do have... We have 2 herbs. We should be fine. Especially because I don't have to, like, check any other rooms. It's good. So, yeah, my what's the word I'm looking for? My review of Lufia 2 was that it was a good game to play. Oh, the Magic Ant can cast magic. Lufia 2 is fun. I liked the music. The battles, you know, the battle system was cool. A lot of rare drops to farm, which I find fun. Didn't mind the mechanics. The spells were cool. The... Mega Harv will agree with me here. The, what's it called? Not the deep dungeon? The roguelike thing. What's like the mini-game in Lufia 2 where you can do that optional dungeon and, like, if you get all the way to floor 100, you fight the giant slime. Ancient Cave, thank you, EJ George. That was fun as hell. But, oh my god, I cannot stand the characters in that game. Dakar, good character. Lexus, pretty good character. Everyone else, please shut up forever. Like, anytime a character talks in that game, I'm like, oh my god. But other than that, pretty solid game. I'd give it a B+. Dr. Lexus? Yeah, right? Rogue Effect? Was that the character's name? Dakar, more like da motorcycle. Guy is best. Esp in Lufia 1. Nicholas D, I remember thinking Guy was a chump. Oh, also Tia was okay. I think she was a good character. But, like, main character? Sucked. Love interest character? Sucked. Guy? Just kind of a meathead with no personality. Unlike Sabin, who is a meathead who's, like, kind of funny. And then Artia, an elf. That's about it. He dies of old age 3 minutes after meeting him in Lufia 1. Yeah, I remember that. Takara is like the true Chad, though. Yes, a powerful idiot who's trying his best, and he's got a heart of gold. And then he has that one line about, like, it seems I never learned how to miss. Which I was like, alright, this guy's badass. Okay, so we have the silver key now. It cannot open doors like this. The key wouldn't turn in the lock. But I think I can go back to Middenhall. Is there a silver key door I can find somewhere around here? Lexi Wolf, we were just talking about you. Yo, Lexi Wolf with the cool $2 saying Karma. Hey, appreciate you. Everyone put the wolves in the chat. Let's add 4 to the to-go counter. Alright, yeah, I don't think there are any silver key doors here. There might be one in Leftwin. Let's go take a look. Hey, Lexi Wolf, thank you so much for the cool $2. Three big slugs. Gonna give these big slugs a big slug. Oh, and while we're down there, I might just buy a chain mail for Esgar. When it comes to games, I've only seen Karma suffer for real 2 times. First was having to play Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. The second was Breath of Fire 2. You know what, though, Nicholas D? Like, I still had a good time streaming those games. Just because, like, everyone was there to see it. Like, especially the Breath of Fire streams, I feel like people showed up for those, you know? So that was a fun time. I only played Breath of Fire 2 recently, because of the Switch's rewind features, yeah. Alright, free herb, I'll take it. Aces, I see you with the wolves and the foxen. That's the plural, I believe. Esgar has 27 MP now. That's pretty nice. Still only hits for 6. Then again, I guess I only gave him the copper sword. So he doesn't have a chain sickle. Which, like, takes a lot of skill to use, right? Like, if you've ever seen one of those on, like, a YouTube video or something, like... It's easy to be inaccurate with a sickle on a chain. I've never seen a man so close to Valhalla as Karma was when he finally was done with FFTA. Yeah, why did I not like that game? So much of Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, it was like, there was like a trillion mechanics that were like, oh, you got a friendship level up, and your hypothesis skill increased by 2. And, you know, you now have a gear to place in your lore cog. And while you're at it, you received the skill, you know, Blorp Guard. And it's like, there's so many mechanics and just stuff in that game that's like, what does this do? And I remember being really frustrated with the menuing in that game. Because, like, sometimes, if you wanted to know what, like, an item did, or a skill did, you'd hit the R button, and it would bring up the info on that skill. But if you were in a different menu, it would be the... I don't know, the B button. But if you were in a different menu, it would be the select button. But if you were in a different menu, it would be like up plus A or something. Like, why do they have inconsistent menuing in so many games? And the tiny screen didn't help, yeah. The annoying part of FFTA was the judge in each battle. Jill of Trades... I wasn't even that mad about the judge. Like, I get that they were just trying something new, and that didn't work out. But there were so many things that were bad about that game that they should have known. If they had ever played another RPG before, they should have known to keep the buttons consistent, regardless of what freaking screen or menu you are on. Let's buy the chainmail. Can Esgar equip that? I think he'd tell me if he couldn't. You would love OG Dwarf Fortress. Rogue Effect, if you say so, I trust you. Alright, 6 more defense on that guy is pretty important, I feel like. Menu's probably programmed by several different gnomes who hate each other. Ping Penguin, the word menus spelled out always looks weird. Meanus. Alright, let's sell this armor. Let's sell the club. I think I have a stick I can sell. Should I give the stick to this dog? Bow wow. Who's a good boy? Buddy, you want this stick? I'm gonna throw it for him. Get it! The goo threw away the bamboo stick. He's gonna go... Yeah, he's gonna go fetch it, everybody! That's him picking it up and bringing it back to me! Well, now he won't give it back to me. He's like, no take, only throw. Well, that dog has a stick now. I feel like I did a good deed. And I can rest easy. Jill of Trades, you like that? Looks like my dog, says Elvis Pressplay. I'd give you my chainmail, but it got lost from a postal worker. Wayne? Good morning! How are you feeling? Wait, what time is it for you right now? Like 3 a.m.? Okay, so... Actually, wait, I wanted to look in this town to see if, there was a silver door for me to open. There is. There's one over here. Okay, so I just found the silver key. So we can do stuff like this now. It's called breaking and entering. Maybe you've heard of it. It's not even breaking, I'm just entering. Ah, okay, so I can play the lottery here if I have a lottery ticket. Okay, okay, let's try to get one. Who has room in their inventory? Oops. It's 10:20 a.m. So yes, it is morning. Wayne, good morning. Alright, let's try to find a lottery ticket here, and I'll show you how the lottery works. If we can get the ticket. Alright, it's not happening. You can win cool stuff with the tickets, that's true. You can also lose. You can even win a lottery ticket playing the lottery. It's just like a little slot machine. Have you played Valkyrie Profile? I have not, Llama. But I've had a lot of people tell me it's a good game. Okay, there's a cat quake happening because of Tiny Cat scratching himself here. Tiny Cat, yeah, what a good boy. Tiny Cat, yeah, what a good boy. Yeah, I heard Valkyrie Profile was great, but we won a lottery ticket. So let's go to this guy up here, whose door I opened, because I have the key. I wonder if this guy gets any business other than me. Started off in the deep end with Ogre Battle and Romance of Three Kingdoms 3, but my favorite is probably Fallout Tactics, says Elvis Press Play. Love me some Ogre Battle. Alright, let's give him a lottery ticket. Let's hear how the game is played. As the lottery wheels spin, push thy controller button to stop them. 3 sun marks win the first prize, a golden card. That's the one that gives you discounts at the shops from here on out. 3 stars gives you second prize, a wizard's ring. That's a good one to have, because it's like probably the only item in the game that can restore MP. There may be further prizes too. Okay, everyone tell me in the chat when I should hit the button, Dracos. It's really good. Got a physical copy of it for $80 in 2003. Valkyrie profile? Oh, it stopped. 2 secs, says Rogue Effect. I think that one stopped on its own. Go, says Michael. Sorry, that was lost. Better luck next time. Well, perhaps some other time. I don't think I hit the button for that first one to stop. Should we try again? What were you gonna call me? What? 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 Rogue Effect, what? Next, just keep pressing the buttons. Still a trades? I'll press your buttons. What do I mean by that? Might be automatic. Dracos? Yeah, either that or I accidentally tapped the button. There was a catquake, so... Let's try to farm more lottery tickets. Is the slot random or predetermined? Can I save state manip like you totally did not do in FF5? 4? I actually don't know, Nicholas D. I think you can manipulate it with save states. Dang, not getting the ticks. It's entirely random. When you say that, Dracos, do you mean it doesn't matter when I hit the buttons? No, that would mean it's predetermined. So it does matter when I hit the buttons. In which case you could say it's skill-based? No, maybe not. There we go, we got one. I'm his best and only customer. Jade Dragon says, started replaying DQ1 today. Forgot how heavy the grind is in the OG JRPG. Still a great time, though. Yo, ton of people in this guy's shop right now. Look, I got him a customer. Alright, everybody. Tell me when to hit the button. I'm waiting on you. Button, says Muppet Mower. Go, says EJ George. Huh. I guess one of them stopped on its own. I only hit the button twice. That was close. As a consolation prize, I'll give thee a lottery ticket. Love that. Alright, tell me again, Cameron Rice. We love slime? We do. Woohoo, Muppet Mower, we technically won. Alright, ready? Tell me when. Button, says a Muppet Mower. When? Go! Alright, yeah, if you get 2 of them... That's right, Dracos. If 2 of them match, you'll get another lottery ticket. Alright, keep telling me when. Dang it, I hit the first one. Another retry. I'll count that as a go. Oh! But, says Muppet Mower. That's alright. We got another one. We got another ticket. Alright, tell me when to hit the button. Go, says Bill Mozart. Button, says Muppet Mower. Go, says Ethereal Enigma. Dang. Thou hast lost better. Luck next time. Well, that was worth getting the silver key. That's the only door that it opens in the game. Isn't that crazy? This is hard. Muppet Mower? Alright, let's go to Middenhall and see if there are any other doors we can open. Let's hit this dude with a fireball. Hard to calibrate. You're right. Wow, stream froze on me with 3 hearts. Oh no. Freg, we were gambling. Dracos, no, I'm totally kidding about that. You need the silver key. You can totally manipulate that minigame, says Kamikaze Ray. I should learn how. Do you know how it works? It very well could be, like, depending on what symbols the game starts on. Like, you either know when to hit the buttons or, like, when to just let it roll. Oh, gee, gave me a mini heart attack. Why? Even if that were true, why would that be such a bad thing? It is definitely more worth it to sell the tickets back to the shopkeep. Unless you can manipulate luck. Okay, so I think there is a door over here that I can open. But I'm not sure if there's anything I can do with this just yet. Yeah, because there's other doors that I can't open yet, but this is the jail. The goo royalty should not venture into prisons such as these. Then can I... Okay, I can just exit here, I guess. Whoops. With proper timing, you can control where it ends. It's not random. Yeah, no, they're... With skill, you can win that game, but that's not anything that I've practiced. The Dragon's Bane is a magic charm. It is said that it may keep one safe from the spell. Is that something I can buy here? The goo is still inexperienced. Return here in thy need. Okay. James the Catboy says, so I learned something stupid today. Tell me about it. Ooh, I gotta take out my trash. Don't let me forget. Okay, he only sells herbs. I am gonna go save the game. Hey, Dad. Welcome back, the goo. Of experience, you need a bunch. Esgar is your cousin, I think. Dost thou wish to save the deeds? Yeah, let's do it. Can I also learn something stupid, says Muppet Mower? Yeah, let's hear it, James the Catboy. He's probably typing. He's probably typing an essay in the comments. Can't wait. Oh, wait, this guy has a savage line here. This is pretty funny. Thou art now as strong as an ox, and twice as good looking. That is very good. Love that. Yeah, no, I'm level 8. So, if that guy is correct, then oxen have 30 strength. and twice as many, and half my good looks. Involves a Canadian store and someplace called Bahrain. Okay. Is it something you can link to in the Discord? By the way, we have a Discord. There's a link to that in the video description. Best item, it's the card that replenishes your MP and is an 80s JRPG. I'm sorry. Best item. Kamikaze Ray, wait, what are we talking about? Donovan, welcome. Sully12334 says, really enjoying the channel, glad I found it. Hey, appreciate you. Everyone put an S in the chat for Sully. A single S. There's my Discord. Oh, I forgot I had it up. Let me close that. James the Catboy, was that you? Cameron Rice? I think there was a silver key door in this monolith down here that we saw earlier, right? Christopher R, I see you as well. Something crazy just happened today. I was to take out my hamster from his cage. He just died. Michael, oh no. Are you alright? That's horrible. Do you want to talk about it? Posted it in the What Did You Learn Today channel. James the Catboy? Okay, yeah, no, okay, that's what I heard then. Slots minigame has an item, I think in the Super Famicom remake, it's a card or a rod. But in this version, it's a ring. Yeah, the Wizard's Ring. Replenishes your MP. It's the only item in the game that does that. Yes. Did we finish Alundra? Not even close, Donovan. But we'll get there at some point. Esgar just hit that slug. Look at that. Look at Esgar go. That's what I would say if he was a snail. Okay, so no silver door here, but there is a golden key door. Well, nothing to do here. So what's down here? Can you see something? Kind of. Oh, Michael. I'm so sorry. Take the time you need to grieve. Jail trades. Yeah, nothing wrong with doing that. It's very healthy. Look out for the monsoon of slugs. They creep up on you. They live 2 to 3 years on average. I guess I didn't know that. But also, I never thought about it. Give me 1 second, everybody. Okay. Michael, I see you. Yeah, no, guys, like, when the day Tiny Cat finally dies, I'm gonna be an absolute mess. Tiny Cat, it's a good thing you didn't understand what I just said. This guy's like 13 years old now. Something like that. How high is the encounter rate in this game? 2 to 3 steps? It's pretty bad, Donovan, but then every now and then you get to walk like 50 steps without getting into a battle. QWERTY without the Y is just, and tell your friends I'm great. Yo, Bulbman Gaming? That's true. Mustache Cat. Yeah, Donovan, that's Tiny Cat. Awesome cat, man. Reminds me of a cat that I had growing up, says Sully. How naive. God cannot die, says Rogue Effect. Ooh, we got a treasure chest. Oh my gosh, he's being so good right now. Alright, we got a free herb. She had a cat who lived 18 years. I kind of remember my family's first cat lived to be like 17, something like that. Lost my 14-year-old kitty not long ago. Lost him 3 weeks after my mom passed. Turns out my cat liked her more, I guess. Oh my gosh, llama. That sounds brutal, dude. Yeah, encounter rate is increased in, like, the forest and mountains and stuff. Or, hills, I should say. Goodbye. Well, we did a lot of messing around this stream. I'm gonna save it and do these, 16.38 reps. How about that? Let's say no. In that case, return when thou can, for Hargon does not sleep. In order to preserve the Imperial Scrolls of Honor, please hold the rest button. Somehow they messed up and said rest instead of reset. Let me show you the title, though, as we do these 16.38 reps. How do you do 0.38 reps? Donovan, a lot of people ask me that question, and, like, it's just exactly what you think it is. You do 38% of one rep. Okay, so 16.38. Ready? We're doing shoulder shrugs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Wait a second. It was 16.38. I went too far. Let me take a couple back. Okay, and then we have to do 0.38. Nailed it. I messed it up for a second, and then I got it. Alright, everybody. I'm gonna call it a night. Wow, this title screen is something. Ugly. Ping Penguin? Kind of. Hey, that's Akira Toriyama's work there. I don't think it is. Nailed it. Alright, everybody. Hey, thanks, Michael. Appreciate y'all. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching me stream a little bit of Dragon Quest II on the Nintendo NES system. Until next time, this is KarmaJolt and Tiny Cat, signing off. Tell your friends I'm great, and I gotta take out my trash. Love your shirt, says Boldman Gaming. Yeah, the Game & Watch. I've had this shirt for a long time. I got it from the Yeti. Not sponsored. But hey, appreciate y'all.